The Texas Attorney General announced he'll support some East Texas cheerleaders in their effort to publicly display their religious banners during football games. It's a decision that could have an effect on school policies across the state. Ignacio Garcia has the story.
Texas Attorney General Greg Abbott, with Governor Perry at his side, announced this morning he will be defending a group of high school cheerleaders in their court fight. The girls were told by their public school district to stop putting religious messages on the banners they'll bring to football games. Abbott says that violates their freedom of expression.
The First Amendment does not demand hostility toward religion, nor does it demand silence on the part of students in this state or in this country.
He added that Texans shouldn't answer to complaints from an out-of-state entity that doesn't understand the area's culture.
We will not allow atheist groups from outside of the state of Texas to come into the state to use menacing and misleading intimidation tactics to try to bully schools to bow down at the altar of secular beliefs.
Steve Vittorini says the Fellowship of Christian Athletes have been a part of the school system since 1954, but realizes there are groups trying to find a bigger voice.
Because of the diversity that exists in America, that people are really looking towards all religious groups to be tolerant of one another. And unfortunately, as we've opened the door to this word of tolerance, we've become intolerant to a Christian majority.
For now, a district judge has put a hold on the school's policy and the cheerleaders can continue their messages. More arguments are pending. A ruling is expected Thursday. Ignacio Garcia, KXAN News.
Attorney General Abbott has taken action before to defend expressions of Christianity. In 2007, he led an effort to defeat a lawsuit that attempted to remove the words "under God" from the Texas Pledge of Allegiance. And just last year, his office asked a federal appeals court to uphold the rights of students in Medina Valley to express their religious beliefs during graduation ceremonies.